Okay.
What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 97. Let's go.
Hey, he cleaned it up real quick. Good shit, Avo. You on your shit, bro.
Nah, bro, don't give him no credit, man. We go through about 4 or 5 different intro songs of how we gonna bring it in, bro. And I feel like every once in a while we just butt heads on that shit.
Bro, hey man, it be like that.
He was waiting for the live to pop up, and then he looped it real quick. Hey, I peeped the skills, bro.
Hey, what's good, brodies and babes? This is the Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 86. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
On the clock somewhere, Dynasty Bro Vic.
Hey, the NFL draft just passed, man.
Yeah.
And we here to talk about it, man. I know the past few days been hectic. We got our rookie draft starting, so I know Vic been diving in. I've been getting the questions coming in from White Sam, like, hey, who should I take here? You know, Sam had a meltdown in the middle of the 109 pick. I'm like, dude, don't give up. You the first round in, so I know it's getting hectic around this time. And this is where the cats that usually don't understand that Dynasty is year-round, they start to come around, pay attention to the podcast, start watching their ESPN so they can try to catch up. But those guys are behind. That's why you watch us every Tuesday, baby, because we give you what you need.
Message.
All right, so look, let me do this real quick. Hey, Vic, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I've been drafting all day, rookie drafts. And, you know, it's a good time, man. Like, this is the fun part. And I'm seeing players go everywhere, like all over the board, high, low. Like, it's just fun right now. All
right. Avo, I know you ain't in no rookie drafts or nothing yet, but how you doing back there?
I mean, you know, we got the one coming up. You know what I mean? Pretty sure it's in a few days here.
You still got the 102?
Come on, man. You already know. I wanted to talk to y'all about that too, so I'm very excited today because I will be in the conversation, people. I got to know who to take with my first pick, so I got some ideas and I got some questions, so it's going to be some fun today. How you doing, Dot?
It's always exciting when Abel's in the conversation, man. I am blessed and feeling good, man. I'm happy to finally see how these rookies fell into the NFL draft, and after months and months of planning, man, we finally get to come up with how we feel about these guys, and we will let you guys know the first round today. We'll stretch it out and they'll bounce right back next week. So let's get straight to it, man. I know we got a good guest coming on at the end of the podcast. Hey. One of my favorite artists, so I'm excited about that. He's gonna bless the podcast, fill us in on everything he got going, spin a record, you know, all that good shit. And then, like I said, we're gonna dive into the first round of the draft, give our opinions, player by player on it. And besides that, you know, we're gonna do the closing to say something good to the people. And we got the What's the Word? The Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. We might have some flags.
Definitely got a flag.
Oh, so we do got flags. So what we gonna do is Avo about to drop a new track, and we're gonna get straight into the What's the Word. Okay, I like that. Let's go, Dynasty Bro Vic. Man, kick that shit off, my nigga.
Brought me in on that juvie, man. You a pig cheese? Got you. Yeah, bro. I know the whole shit. All right, man. Hey, let's get into the What's the Word. So we're going to be in and out as always. So let's just talk about what's happening around the league. All right, so next Wednesday, May 12th at 8 o'clock Eastern, the schedule release. So this is the biggest schedule ever, meaning it's going to be a 17-game season. So that means the NFL season will run for 18 weeks, of course, with the bye week. So, yeah, they've extended the season. A little bit more wear and tear on the guys with that extra game, but look out for the schedule release next week on the NFL Network and ESPN too.
This is that time where everybody's talking about, well, look, he got the hardest schedule for the first 6 weeks, so I don't want to draft him. They're just going to ignore the talent.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. How do you think that's going to impact the fantasy football championships that extra week?
I was just about to ask that.
At this point, I feel like the playoffs got us, you know, some people playing to that week 17. Now I feel like you actually can start your playoffs a week later. I think that. Or if you still want to keep the same schedule, man, keep it. If you don't want to jeopardize the longevity of players and injuries, I understand if you want to keep the same schedule, man. I'm up in the air. This is all new. I feel like this is gonna be trial and error. I don't feel like one person is right and one person is wrong. So however your leagues play it out, as long as it can make sense and don't nobody get played, you know, you'll have a whole bunch of different ways it pans out. What you think?
Yeah, I'm on two sides. Leave it as is, just, you know, end it week 16 like we've been doing, or play it to at least with championship week. Maybe you extend that round for 2 weeks. So the two people in the championship, let them duke it out week 16 and week 17.
I
I
kind of
like
think
that
you should duke
idea.
it out before the playoffs to make sure the two best teams make it to the championship.
Okay, I can see that side of it too. Okay, I like that. What's up, Avo?
Could they do what they do in the in the NBA? What they doing right now, and just add an extra
Play-in.
play-in
Hell
team?
nah, bro. We're not
That's
doing
too
no
much in
play-in
fantasy. I was just
football.
wondering.
It's already too much to add in.
I'm
NBA.
trying to sneak into the playoffs
shit.
any way I can.
I don't like that shit. I don't like to play in the NBA anyway, bro. That shit dead, folks.
All right, man. Let's keep it pushing. Shout out to CBS News. So Najee Harris, a former Alabama running back, he actually hosted his draft party at the homeless shelter where he lived at one point in his life. So he actually threw a pizza party for kids there. That's dope, man. Shout out to Najee taking care of the Bay Area. He always, love to give back. He did that while at Alabama, and he's keeping that going. So, yeah, man, just want to shout that out.
Another reason why he's my number one running back coming out. I didn't see, bro. I think Sam texted me. I'm not mistaken. Sam texted me the other day. Sorry, it's gonna take 3 more seconds. He said, "This is yesterday. Startup campus to Canton, pick 108. Najee Harris, second running back off the board behind CMC. Now that's extreme, but we know how Pittsburgh does with their running backs. I know everybody's scared about the O-line, but bro, he's about to get work. Shout out to Team 5.
Team 5. Yeah, he's coming to Team kind of 5 because we haven't won the ship yet.
Yeah, but it's on the way.
Yeah.
That bit on the way.
My bad. Let's keep it pushing. So I got some more Alabama news, man. I mean, Alabama's on fire right now. So if you guys remember last year, they had 2 rookie wide receivers going the first round, and Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs. Fast forward to this year, 2 more wide receivers going the first round with Jalen Waddle and Devonta Smith. So at one point in time, they had a wide receiver room that had 4 future first rounders, man. Like, what are your thoughts on that, Dot, just in general? Is that wide receiver you, like Nick Saban? Like, what's going on down there?
Why ain't it, bro? Because even if you look past that, bro, the people around it, the Calvin Ridleys, the Julios, the Amari Coopers, I mean, it's just studs. And then they bouncing right back. They got guys that's going to be highly regarded next year. So, shout out to Saban, man. He be recruiting his ass off. And I really enjoy watching Devonta Smith talk to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was just
just
like, bruh, you go in there and you want to go to a winning environment. You want to go somewhere where you can play against the best players in the nation on a day-to-day, not just on Saturdays.
Facts.
So we going in there competing on who's faster, who's stronger, who's better. Bro, who wouldn't want to go to that kind of place, bro?
It's real.
And it sounds like they all got love for each other.
They do.
You can watch tweets about Jerry Jeudy talking about guys. You can hear Devonta Smith, like he was struggling to compare who's faster between Ruggs and Waddle. It just felt like all love when they speak about each other, man. And that's how it should be.
Yeah, and crazy thing is, going back to that Shannon Sharp interview, Devonta was like, it took him a while for Nick Saban to offer him just because of his size, and it took Devonta going into the camp down there and just dominating before he finally got an offer. So shout out to Devonta, man. Just goes to show, man. It's what's in your heart, man. So, hey, stature isn't everything. It's all about what you got in your heart. So shout out to him.
Facts, big facts, bigger facts.
All right, let's keep it pushing. I saw this on Tailgate Athletics on Instagram, but crazy but true. Nick Saban has more first-round draft picks than losses as Alabama's head coach. So he has 33 first-rounders and 23 losses.
Okay.
Can we backtrack for 2 seconds?
Yeah, let's go back.
He also had Mac Jones, Tua, and Jalen Hurts all on the same team at one time, too. So we need to talk about the quarterback run. And then we could probably talk about the running back run. It's just crazy, bro. Nick Saban, he's NFL U.
Yeah.
Professional you.
Getting them ready.
Yeah, dog. It's crazy. All
right. One last thing. So, of course, with the NFL, you're going to be seeing a lot of guys rocking low numbers. So, I don't know if it's a rule change, however you want to put it, but just be prepared for that. You're going to see a lot of guys rocking low numbers, single-digit numbers, especially skilled players. So, I'm actually excited for that. Looks like the NFL is getting a little bit more lenient on that, which is cool, man. I mean, we see these guys rocking low numbers on Saturdays in college, so why not transition that to the league?
Didn't Tom Brady have an issue with that, or was he being sarcastic?
Nah, he never came out and said he was joking, so I didn't. It was real.
I was hoping y'all could give me some clarity
on he just had an issue with the fact that when you're looking downfield and you're able to recognize player numbers on the field to say, hey, that's a defender, that's a cornerback, that's a linebacker. I can tell by the numbers. He's been telling that for 20 plus years.
Gotcha.
Now he's like, damn, I see number 6 running down the field. it could be a linebacker instead of a running back. And it's just like he had a problem with it because he's used to the norm.
Got you.
But my thing is,
He'll
bro,
be all right, then.
college wasn't like that. So you act like you ain't playing college, and you acting like you can't just tell. It doesn't take long to adjust to the numbers of the opposing team in general and who you have on your team. You should just be able to adjust to that.
I mean, at the end of the day, one team's wearing dark, another team's wearing a light color. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you look at it a little bit deeper, it's like, damn, okay, it's a linebacker on my tight end, or it's a safety out there guarding my receiver. So it just breaks down a little bit more, but that still shouldn't make no difference, bro.
All right, okay. All right.
Oh, we back with the drops.
Back with the drops. That's what's up. That's all I got for What's the Word.
Yeah, Avo just big himself up like he's
bad.
the reason we ain't had the drops. And
Yeah, it's all my fault.
We back with the drops.
Back
Yeah,
with the
motherfucker.
drops.
If you brought them back, damn.
Come on, man.
Do we have any injuries before we move to flag on the plays? I know it's the offseason, so let me throw this out there. And this isn't fantasy relevant, depends on how you look at it. Quentin Williams, the star from Alabama. It's funny. Lineman that the Jets took. He just broke his foot out there practicing today, and they say he's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. So,
sorry to hear that.
Just one of those things that everybody has the excitement of Zach Wilson rolling into the year, and that's a big lineman play for him. So, long as Quentin Williams comes back sometime soon, that should still be cool. But you know, a rookie quarterback don't need to start losing his lineman. So that's all bad.
All right. I see what time Avo on. That's what's
I know.
up.
Avo said he got a flag on the play.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Nah.
Flag on the play myself.
Oh, man.
Look, I broke one of the Dynasty Bro rules, one of the 10 draft commandments, and I forgot to pay my dues in my basketball league, man. I thought for sure I had already paid. I was confident I already paid, and I found out I didn't, and I'm in the championship, and that's not right. That's not how I was raised by my fantasy brothers here. So, you know, I got to do better. That's on me. So flag on the play on myself.
Can you see this?
I can. And it hurts my soul, but I deserve it. So, you know.
Facts. Vic, you got any flag on the plays?
I didn't have one, but then I thought about it. I got one.
God, boys. Okay.
Flag on the play to the Dynasty Bros, Dynasty Bro Dot, Dynasty Bro Vic, and Dynasty Bro Avo by association.
I know where this is going, bro. You called me today.
Man, so we're in a draft on MFL, 4-hour clock. Time expires.
Oh, no.
Dynasty Bros auto pick at the 205.
Trey Sermon.
Rookie running back Trey Sermon out of Ohio State.
Come on now,
Was not feeling good about that pick.
Come on, man.
And then I thought about it.
We had to convince ourselves that it ain't that bad.
Yeah, we had to.
Because we didn't want to feel like shit.
I know. We feel like dickheads.
Hey, all I know is I can't be on my phone at work like that. Vic know I sneak on my phone. He'll call me every once in a while and be like, nigga, fuck your management and shit. But he know I ain't supposed to be on my phone. So if I was on a bad turn and I had 2 4-hour clocks, I could likely miss that because I can't be on my phone in my warehouse. I ain't about to get rolled up for nobody. Fuck y'all. Especially not on MFL. Not on fuck y'all trying to make me look bad on MFL, man.
You know what's crazy? And then we was on a clock in another league and we have 4 minutes left. I called him. He answered. We talking it out. We get down to 2 minutes at the 104. Luckily, we got that pick and we picked Kyle Pitts.
Good job, guys.
Kyle Pitts in a super flex league. That was
tight
that
end
was
premium
perfect.
too.
It's a big pick right
I
there.
said super flex instead of tight end premium. I hyped up.
It is super flex though.
I know, but I hyped up the wrong position.
It's all good. It's Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
But, either way, we'd have been straight if that one timed out. But man, I'm just not in tune with my MFL leagues, bro. Like, it's almost like those drafts just snuck up on me. You know what I mean? Like they all just kicked off, and I know they got all the email notifications and all that, but I live on sleeper, man. So.
I got a flag on the play on MFL then. I don't know if this pick sticks, and I don't know if Sam just prematurely set the draft and then he had to stop it. But he had the 101 in our rookie draft. I told Vic, I said, bro, this motherfucker, White Sam, just auto-drafted. And Sleeper, they're smart. They auto-draft the names by ADP. So at least if you fuck up and get an auto-draft, you're taking next best available, which some people argue you shouldn't be allowed to. I'm more on the side of, hey, don't screw nobody over that bad to just... Anyway, MFL goes by alphabetical order. So with the 101 in our league, White Sam got Quadre Allison, baby, running back for Atlanta. The backup to Mike Davis. The backup to
You telling me he got a backup to a backup?
to Ito Smith. And to be honest, I don't even know if he's on Atlanta. I just assume he's still on Atlanta. But yeah, since they make you auto draft by alphabetical order, White Sam, that's what we got. So man, MFL just need to do better, bro. I know they done got enough complaints.
That's all
Maybe
I got.
not.
I sent you something. Oh, you
Yeah,
got
you
it.
boys, hot boys, hot boys.
My boy. Hey, I'm excited, man. We drafting, we recording, we talking rookies. Wait till we get to day 2, bro. All right. Any more flags?
Nah, bro. That shit was hard, bro.
Nah, boys. Shout out to the Hot Boys. Hey, what we talking about today, Doc?
Hey, we're doing an NFL draft day 1 recap. We're going to talk about just all the skill players and just talk about how we feel about them landing in their spot, what that means for them and the veterans on the team, and if we are intrigued by it, if we don't like it, everything going forward, the fantasy forecast for the players, just all of that, man. That's what we're here to do, and we're going to show you how to dominate your league in these drafts, Dynasty Bro Style. So, you know, you can trust our opinion time 1,000. RIP to all the veterans that NFL career done passed over this weekend, man. Shout out to Vic. He's undefeated on Twitter. While we doing this, before we get into the recap, hey, Vic, tell the people where they can follow you at because you undefeated on the internet right now.
Follow me at Chief Sosa FF on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Dynasty Bros FF, and join the Facebook page, Dynasty Bros FF Podcast.
My guy hot on the internet. He on the internet right now. He's smoking. He said, bro, we on the phone. He said, bro, somebody's excited about this Chuba Hubbard pick early in the second, and I just lost it, bro. Lost it like a motherfucker. So follow him on Twitter.
Hey.
I really feel like we should say our social handles later because I want to highlight and put the spotlight on my guy Dynasty Bro Vic because that motherfucker Twitter is amazing.
Hey, RIP Reggie Bonifant.
Bro, he was a thing. Everybody was like, we get the handcuff. Voila, it was Mike Davis. Ain't that even shittier?
We got the new Alexander Madison, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not excited about these handcuffs. You might as well go get you a potential starter somewhere else.
Yeah, bro.
If you're dealing with a workhorse backfield, at least. So,
Oh, man, that shit funny. All right, I will do this. Avo, where can they follow you
What's
at, my
good?
brother?
You can follow me at on the gram. You can follow me at Avo Love or at DJ Avo Love. That's LXVE on the Love. On the Twitter, you can follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo. But catch me here live next week. I just want to say that we're going live next week. I'm gonna be DJing right before every other podcast. I'm gonna be going live. So come mess with us before we get going. You know what I mean? Me and Doc gonna be here kicking it, doing what we do.
And Vic sometimes when he feel like pulling.
But hey,
up.
Doc, I mean, since we just going around, where can we follow you at? You know what I mean?
Hey, follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter, and follow the main Instagram page, Dynasty Bros FF. All that good shit. But follow me after you follow Vic. That's the most important because my guy undefeated. All right, let's get into this NFL draft day 1. The recap, man. And I'll let Vic steer the players and then we'll just go from there. Is that cool?
that's cool, bro.
All right, my guy, let's get to
All
it.
right, let's start with the 101 in the NFL draft and then most of your super flex leagues drafts. Trevor Lawrence, man. So quarterback out of Clemson, went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, they believe they've got their franchise quarterback in Trevor. He's been the most anticipated prospect coming out since Andrew Luck, especially at that position. It finally happened, man. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. So I like it, man. It makes sense. I mean, this is an organization that needs to reinstill confidence in their fan base, and they missed a few years back by not taking Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. So this is an opportunity at redemption. I like the pick. I mean, he hopped off the jet, just exuding confidence, and he looks like a franchise QB. So I'm excited for him. I'm a Colts fan, but I'm excited to watch Trevor Lawrence down there in Jacksonville. So we get to see him up close, being here in Indy since we played him twice a year. So I'm excited, man. I love the pick. It's a great pick. it's a nice foundational piece to build, your franchise around. So
Yeah. And shout out to them and Trevor Lawrence, highly touted since he came out of high school as the number one, player in the nation, and just he's been doing it since he touched down at Clemson. He's been balling. He got a championship under his belt and just hella wins over big teams. So he's a winner. He's a leader. Everything you can want in a quarterback. So shout out to him. I don't have any negatives to really say about him. Shout out to Urban Meyer. They brought somebody in that's, heavily invested into the scheme, into that quarterback, and I think they're going to build around him. So I'm glad that they made that commitment to him. And just going from there, I'm excited to see what his future turns out to be, bro.
Yeah, Sony Superflex leagues, rookie drafts. Of course, he's been going at the 101. I've seen him slide to the 103, 104. It just depends on if you're in a league where people are more excited about the skill players. And then in these 1 QB leagues, I'm seeing him go at like the 109, 108. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the value as of right now. And it's early. So, of course, these things can change as we move on. But that's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next pick. The second quarterback off the board, Zach Wilson, quarterback out of BYU to the Jets. Now, as you guys know, I'm not the biggest Zach Wilson fan.
Why is Avo laughing already? Avo, why you laughing, bro?
Man, every time I hear Zach Wilson, first thing I think about is the way Vic talked about him in that tweet, and also I think about the picture. Like, did y'all see that picture?
When Jamar Chase was throwing up, he went like this.
Started twisting them fingers up, and Zach Wilson looked a little nervous.
Zach Wilson.
Well, he better get used to that shit going to New York and Jersey. So
that's all I was thinking. I was like,
Utah.
oh man, he is not ready.
Honestly, that made me feel some type of way. Like, it has nothing to do with his skill and his talent. But as quarterback, you gotta be able to lead your team, and you gotta be able to speak up and be that guy in the locker room. And he looked a little bit too uncomfortable in that moment for me.
Exactly, like throwing to a guy like, of course, Chase isn't going to his team, but you want a playmaker like that.
Yeah.
If you're uncomfortable around him,
I bet you Baker would have hit his
yeah,
back.
he would have that little slow motion,
twisted his fingers up with him.
Baker would have did the whole video.
The little slow motion Dougie Baker was doing. No, bro, they've been down here ever since, but now they back on the up and up.
Shit, Roy Williams would have started dancing. I mean, anyway.
Yeah, man. So
Zach got to do better, bro.
I mean, look, I know a lot of people like Zach, so yeah. I mean, hey, we'll see how it goes. It's just, for me, it just has bust potential written on it. For me, especially going to the big stage in New York, I just don't think he's going to a great organization. That's just part of the downfall, in my opinion. But you got to give him a chance, let it play out. I didn't draft any Zach Wilson, so I'm just going to stand on the sideline and watch it play out.
And I'm one of those, I feel like we have to give the organization a new shot now, because they did everything they need to prepare for bringing him into this draft. They went and got Corey Davis. They still got Mims coming back. They went and got Keelan Cole. They went and got Elijah Moore in the draft. They went and got an offensive lineman. They scooted up and took Vera Tucker at pick 12 or 13. It's 13, pick 13.
14.
14. All right, yeah. So, they moved up to protect their guy. I know I just said earlier they lost Quentin Williams, but he'll be back. And they're doing everything they need to protect their assets. So I'm not mad at it, man. We'll see if all the steps work. But I do like what they're doing. He's like I say, he's my fifth favorite, to be honest, just because I like what, Mac Jones can be just as your standard pocket present quarterback. So I don't want to take the chances, man. And you're going with the 102. Shout out to him. The Jets got their guy. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, check this out. I sent that. But as far as in these leagues, I'm seeing Zach Wilson still being taken as the third or fourth QB. So of course if you got Trevor going early, guys like that, I'm seeing Zach slide to like the middle of the first. There are even some leagues where he goes in the second. So that's just what I'm seeing right now. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm always an advocate for get your guy. If Zach's your guy, disregard what I'm saying. If that's your guy, get your guy. So
if that's your guy, get a new guy.
And that's from the man back there.
Hey,
RP Black Rob.
They're gonna be on my ass if I miss on this one, but
nah, bro. I'm right here with you, bro.
I'm with you.
How about we do this, bro? We never did this.
What's up?
We look like Jimmy Clausen.
We're going to make this an official. We're going to make this an official Dynasty Bro stamp. Not our guy. We've never done this before. We agree on guys every once in a while, and it's like, yeah, bro, we both love him. It ain't you convinced me, I didn't convince you. We both love him. This is our first official unstamped Dynasty Bros guy. I'm probably won't own any Zach Wilson anywhere, even if I need QB.
No roster. We're not rostering Zach.
My bad. I didn't mean to say
we're trying to be progressive.
We're doing better.
We don't want to own Zach Wilson. We don't want to roster.
We all should do better.
Yeah, ooh, good wording. I see.
All right, let's keep it pushing, man. We spent too much time on Zach Wilson.
Way too much.
So let's go move to the third pick of the NFL draft, Trey Lance.
This is where the draft started.
This is what I've been wanting to talk about.
49ers out of North Dakota State. Hey, he was fresh. He was swag. He has a little brother up there. That's dope. It was a great experience. But I'll be honest, this was probably a surprise pick for me. I mean, I just didn't think they were going to grab him. I thought this was going to be Fields, but it was Trey. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm excited for Trey. I think he has the most upside out of all the QBs.
I agree.
So
because he has like true rushing ability. Like Justin Fields can run, but he not gonna run. Trey Lance will run. He'll flirt with, even if he won't do the 1,000 yards that he had in college in the real NFL, he'll flirt with some hundreds, go above that 500 mark and be okay with it.
Yeah, and we got to see, of course, he's still behind Jimmy G. Jimmy G's still there, so maybe a situation where he may get a late start into the season. Or they still may be looking to trade Jimmy G. But either way, even if, let's say, Trey sits behind Jimmy G for 1 year, I'm okay with that. Instead of throwing guys out to the fire. Think about it. You invested an early pick to land a potential future franchise quarterback. You don't always have to throw him out to the fire. I mean, let him sit behind a veteran, learn a little bit, learn the Shanahan system, and roll him out, comfortably next year. But if he plays this year, cool. If he don't, still all good. So I'm seeing Trey go as a second QB off the board, sometimes third. I've seen him slide to the 108 in these super flex leagues, and of course in the 1 QB leagues, second round.
Yeah. I've seen Trey go 101 now.
Yeah.
In the super flex.
And I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. The one thing that I will say is looking back at it, man, I feel like we should have assumed we wanted Justin Fields to be like his talent. We should have assumed they wasn't going to take him, because what organization is going to just sit there and let everybody bash the guy they're about to take? I feel like those rumors would have been shut down. They would have went ahead and announced, yeah, we're going Fields. I feel like the way they just left Justin Fields out there to dry, we should have never expected them to take Justin Fields, because they wouldn't do that. And I feel like NFL organizations control that narrative, bro.
And the media, man, they got to stop that. I mean, stuff like that hurt Lamar Jackson, made him fall. We see this time and time again. There's a black QB that slips, and then there's a white quarterback that they, raise as the next prophet. Guys like Zach Wilson, and clearly Justin's way more talented.
And clearly all these analysts and these damn organizations that coach talk and player talk, that Mac Jones, he failed. They didn't scoot up to take him. He failed all the way to 15. So that whole narrative that he deserves to be 3 and all these people like him, nobody scooted up to take him. He failed to where the Patriots wanted him to.
Yeah. And so, look, at the end of the day, I'm not mad at none of these picks. Time will tell. So
I got a question.
We're going to keep the receipts.
I got an answer.
Like, when I saw Trey Lance get drafted to the Niners, I was very excited, and I don't know why. And I was trying to figure out, do the Niners have a good team? If I've been hearing y'all talk, is that why I got excited?
They have one of the best defenses in football, and their team's going to get even better. They lost one of the best players in the NFL last year, and he should be able to come back this year. And they were Super Bowl contenders just a couple years ago.
But I want Fields, but then he went to Chicago, and I got depressed.
You shouldn't have got depressed. You shouldn't have got depressed.
Okay.
It was more exciting to go to San Francisco.
Okay.
But he's going somewhere where their organization is all the way in on them. They already started, they drafted an offensive lineman in the second round. He already has a superstar receiver. We come back to this later, bro.
Okay, I would just have to double check. Trey Lance getting drafted there was just exciting for me. Y'all know I don't care about nothing. So.
All right, let's get into the fourth pick of the draft. Hey, tight end Kyle Pitts out of Florida went to the Falcons, man. So I like the pick. Given, you got an Asian Julio. So this is a guy who already has a Hayden Hurst in the system. So you can line Kyle Pitts out wide. We see him do that at Florida. He's not going to help you much in the run blocking game, but he's just a big wide receiver at the end of the day. He can run, soft hands. Like, he's a complete mismatch. So I like the pick. So this gives the opportunity for the Falcons to move on Julio Jones, given the age and the contract. So I like it, man. I see him as a replacement to Julio, even though he's a tight end, but he's basically a big-ass wide receiver.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Julio still got a couple years in this tank, if he's able to not be like dominate all the targets, scale back. Now they got another weapon. I do think that we need to chill out a little bit on the Pitts. I do think he's going to have a fire career, but Hayden Hurst, they did decline his 5th-year option today or yesterday. So I do feel like he still will be in the mix of things, and Pitts will have a good season, but not like blow your mind season. But come next year, after he gets some rapport and starts to get acclimated to the NFL, I do think year 2 for him is through the roof. That's my opinion.
Yeah, this is a guy where let the other teams draft him, and they're going to get impatient with the production maybe year 1, and you can go get him.
Yeah.
So go get him in season. But I have seen him go at the 101. I've seen him go in the middle of the first round. So I'm not seeing Pitts go past the middle of the first round.
Facts.
All right, let's get into the first wide receiver taken off the board. Wide receiver Jamar Chase out of LSU to the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't like the pick only because they need O-line. There are a lot of great linemen that they could have targeted, like Sewell and Slater. But for me, the Bengals are playing Madden. They just want to get the fastest guy out there. Hey, if you value just having speed and playmakers more than protecting your franchise QB and Joe Burrow, coming off a broken knee. I don't know the exact what happened, but you got to protect the young man. So, but at the end of the day, hey, he has chemistry with Jamar Chase, so I get it. They just got rid of AJ Green. They still got Tyler Boyd. They still got Higgins. A lot of playmakers there in Cincinnati right now. So this is a team where I prefer to have Burrow versus trying to figure out which wide receiver is going to lead the pack.
Yeah, bro. I think he slides in and automatically becomes the alpha. But I feel like people are afraid of Higgins. And I think there's a space where the offense is just amazing a year down the line, and they're both good receivers. Even if Chase is the alpha, Boyd running in the slot, man, those 2 outside receivers are going to be fucking crazy. The rapport that Chase already has with Burrow because they played at LSU together, that's fire. I am a believer that they did need a lineman to protect Burrow, but what's the second best way to protect your quarterback? Give him an alpha receiver and help the offense flow in general so he can worry about getting rid of the ball faster. I mean, that's the only way to back it up to make it make sense. So I like the pick just because Chase has that rapport with Burrow, and he's going to be a stud superstar receiver in real life and in fantasy. So I get why they broke down that and just took him, bro. I get it.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Chase go early in the first rounds. I actually just got some Chase at the 108 in a Superflex league.
Gee.
So if you're going to let him fall, and of course Devontae's my guy, but I figured, hey, if Chase fell to the 8, Devontae got to fall further, but I'll probably miss out on him at the 201. But it's okay. But, hey, look, we've seen teams support 2 wide receivers. I mean, Godwin and Evans, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. I'm missing some more, but at the end of the day, don't let the crowded wide receiver room on paper shy you away from T. Higgins. I'm trying to still go get T. Higgins if people are shying away from him. He's a playmaker, man.
And the defense is horrible, so I see way more passing attempts than last year. And Burrow was already leading the league before he got hurt. Well, he was in the top of the league as far as pass attempts at the start of the season before he got hurt.
Yep, negative game script. Go get him. So. All right, man, let's get to the second wide receiver taken off the board. Wide receiver Jalen Waddle out of Alabama to the Miami Dolphins. Hey, I feel like Coach Flores and the GMs sat Tua down, said, hey, which one of these Bama boys we're bringing in? Which one you prefer? So I feel like they definitely got some input from Tua. If you ask me, Tua's like, hey, give me Waddle. So, of course, we saw Waddle and Tua had some chemistry when he was there. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this pick, but
you want me to tell you how you feel about it?
Tell me how I feel.
All right, this is how you feel about it. We feel like they should have took Devonta Smith, and it would have fit the offensive system better. You got Devonta Parker there, who's still the big handsy receiver. You throw it to him when he's in double coverage. It doesn't matter. He'll go get it. That's what he's reliable for. And then you bring in a guy like Will Fuller. He's your speed guy, the deep threat, to take the top off the safety. You got to watch him. So it's hard to double team guys. And then you have Waddle, who is similar in that same right, who can take the top off the field. He can run these routes. He's supposed to be your quick decoy guy who also has strong hands. But then I think you miss out on the guy that's your your route technician that can do every single thing you want him to do at all levels of the field. You're more reliable receiver that you can always count on getting wide open because he's so good with his routes and making cornerbacks get lost in the footwork. I feel like that type of guy would have fit better, especially for a guy like Tua who can be accurate, and just need a guy that can move the sticks a little bit more. And I think that the Devonta Smith style of receiver would have fit better. But Jalen Waddle's still gonna be good. They'll be to use him in the punt and kickoff return, which they might want to do ASAP. And Will Fuller's missing the game already. I don't know. I just think some of the strengths that Fuller has and some of the strengths that Waddle have, they're kind of similar to each other.
Summed up my issue perfectly, man. Get you a guy that can run routes to get open right away. But again, Jalen Waddle's a dog. We've seen what he's done. I just can't help but think about how Miami had guys like Jakeem Grant. Of course, I'm not saying he's a Waddle, but they have these little speedster gadget guys, and they don't do nothing. You know what I mean? So curious to see if Waddle changes that narrative. But I would have liked to see them bring in a route technician like a Devonta who can just get open from anywhere, inside, outside, run the screen, whatever, deep over, streak. So I just like his route tree a little bit better. But hey, we'll see how it plays out. So I'm seeing Waddle go at the end of the first, even into the early seconds in these rookie drafts at this point.
Yeah, and let's just keep on rolling to the other Alabama receiver, Devonta Smith. He went to the Eagles. You feel me? At pick 10, they scooted up. They did a trade with the Cowboys. Is that awkward? The Eagles and the Cowboys do a trade?
And they did it so that the Giants couldn't draft him. That was some NFC East beef going on there, some in-house shit.
It looked like two teams ganging up on one, bro. That shit crazy. But like I said, this is cool. You had Waddle reconnect with Tua. You got Devonta Smith reconnected with Jalen Hurts, and they needed that. Technically, they still have Ertz on contract, which we all assume is going to be traded. They have Goddard, which we like as a receiving tight end. They have Jalen Reagor, who they took last year in the first round. Now you get a guy like Devonta Smith, a little bit more reliable receiver, the things that we talked about a second ago that he would have been able to do for Tua. He'll probably be able to do it. Well, he will be able to do it for Jalen Hurts right now, who's going to need a reliable target, somebody that can get open, dink and dunk, and do it at all levels of the field because he didn't have that last year. And he's going to need all the help he can get going into this season because it's a lot riding on him. I feel like this year is make or break for Jalen Hurts with all the things that were happening at the end of the year with the quarterback play and them getting rid of Wentz. So I'm excited to see what Devonta Smith can do for Jalen Hurts. I think Devonta Smith was going to fit anywhere he went, though. That's the thing. Anywhere he went, they scooted up. They knew they had to have him, bro. So I love Devonta Smith. Honestly, anywhere he went, even here.
Absolute dog. You guys already know that's my guy. Hey, he's a plug and play wide receiver one from day one. Of course, we saw the Eagles take Jalen Reagor last year in the first round. Man, this kind of just feels like, look, we thought we might have had a number one guy here, but let's go get a true number one and let Reagor be a complimentary piece. So I have some question marks about Reagor, but I do think Devonta Smith helps him out as far as with his production, opening things up more, and also Goddard. So you talked about Hurts. Hopefully they continue to fix that O-line, man. So I would like to see Hurts get a fair chance. Of course, you get them the playmakers, but it all starts with the O-line. All right, man, let's keep it pushing. But as far as with Devonta Smith, I'm seeing him go at the end of the first in rookie draft, sometimes the mid. If you're a guy like me, I got him at the 104 in some leagues just because I pick again at the 204, so he ain't going to be there for me late. So get your guy.
Get your guy, man. Get your guy.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Now we're into the middle of the release. We're still kind of early in the first round, but pick number 11. This is a quarterback, Justin Fields for the Chicago Bears out of Ohio State. So they traded up to get him.
Can I talk?
Go ahead, bro. This is your guy.
Thank you. Hey, this is my guy, Justin Fields, and I did a mock draft for my guy Dynasty Dad on his birthday episode, and I was like, Justin Fields is my 101 in Superflex. Going to Chicago, I'm still not gonna feel no certain type of way about it. I knew it was super locked in if he went to San Francisco that he's my 101, and I'm really not drawing back on it in leagues. If I can't scoot back, yeah, I might take my Trevor because I'm thinking capital the whole time. Capital, not like I need Trevor on my team. I'm like, let me take him. I couldn't scoot back, but as soon as I get him on my team, I could probably go get Justin plus for him as soon as I pick him up. So I'm still rocking with Justin. I do think this is a new shot at a new organization to try a different approach. They scooted up. They went and got their guy, and I still think he has some of the best upside when you look at quarterbacks in this draft and just in general going forward. He has a good receiver, and he's everything they wanted Mitch Trubisky to be, even when Mitch had his good season some years back. So I'm excited to see Justin Fields, Allen Robinson. This is your best quarterback you have ever played with. Live it up. Maybe I should drop my Andy Dalton, or if not right now, maybe by week 5, I'll be dropping the Andy Dalton on my Superflex leagues. And I love Justin Fields and everything he does. I see no need for him to have all of the bad publicity he got and for him to fall back that far. But hey, fuck it. Maybe this is something where the NFL knew that the Chicago Bears makes the league better if they're good.
Yeah, this is another redemption pick. Chicago Bears, organization pissed off a lot of fans, missing out again on a Deshaun Watson and Mahomes. So, hey, Justin Fields, you can right the ship. And this is a guy who's going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's being compared to Dak Prescott. Remember, Dak fell. Hey, he's going to come in looking at, you think Zach Wilson's better than me. You think Trey Lance is better than me. And arguably, you think Trevor Lawrence is better than me. So he's going to come in with some fight in him, man. And I like the pick. So I'm seeing him still go at the top of these Superflex rookie drafts, 103, 104. Also, I'm seeing him slide to the middle. It just depends on what type of leagues you're in. So he's all over the place right now. So if you're drafting right now, my advice is get your guy. Don't, go off of what I'm saying, what I'm seeing. Get your guy. It's still too early right now. People are all over the place. We're all still trying to figure out these ADPs on the rookies.
True.
All right, next guy at the 15th, QB Mac Jones out of Alabama, went to the Patriots. Man, I really thought he was going to go to San Fran. I really did. I mean, I wouldn't have liked it, but just the way the social media has been talking, I thought he was going to go there, but he fell. And shout out to the Patriots being patient. Like, they didn't, get nervous. They didn't get impatient. They didn't scoot up. They just let the draft play out and let the draft fall. So that's what they do, man. Patriots are always going to find guys in the draft, and hey, they're just going to just sit where they're at and get their potential franchise QB. So, Doc, I got a question for you.
Right.
How long do you think it'll take for Mac Jones to take over the job from Cam Newton?
It depends, because if he has a redemption season, he bounced back. They got some pieces now. He didn't start off bad. That's the thing. So if he starts off hot, it might be one of those situations where he actually might be a value and play all season, to be honest. So I really just want to wait it out to see what they do with all the pieces they brought in. The defense is coming back. I don't just think it's a situation where Mac Jones just starts right away. It's in Cam's hand, basically. And I want to say that I trust Cam a little bit longer so they can do what they do. Work with his strengths. They gave him some pieces. I'm excited to that's one of the guys I'll be watching and probably buying for the lowest Cam Newton.
All right, and I'm seeing Mac go at the end of the first, early second right now. So, all right, let's get to the next pick. Let's go to pick number 20, wide receiver Kadarius Toney out of Florida. Forgot to pull his school up, but he got drafted by the Giants. Man, I actually, I'm a little surprised by this pick, but I've been hearing talks that he was going to be a first-round pick, but I had him as a day 2 guy, and you know what? This is a team where, of course, they brought in Galladay, and they still got Darius Slayton, they still got Shepard, and they got rid of Golden Tate, right?
Yeah, he's okay. Gone. He ain't even got picked up by a team or nothing.
Gotcha. So Sterling Shepard still has a couple years left on his contract, and of course, Slayton's still under his rookie contract. So, man, this is a team. To me, it just feels like they're trying to find a number one. Like they're just desperate to find a number one wide receiver, whether it's Galladay or whether it's going to be Toney. But at the end of the day, he's going to be a nice complementary piece to that offense, running with Evan Ingram, Slayton who can stretch the field, and Galladay that can also go up and stretch the field as well.
Yeah, Darius was so damn inconsistent, and Shepard is good when he's forced to be out there, but I don't really like Sterling Shepard. I think he produced the best when he was working in the slot, and I think Kadarius Toney is going right into the slot as soon as he starts day 1. So it's one of those situations where Shepard is going to go to the outside, and it just sucks. If not, Kadarius Toney's probably not going to show until next year, and it might just still be a 3-people set with Shepard on the inside and Galladay and Slayton on the outside, and Kadarius getting in, showing some love. Yeah, from Florida. Getting some love every once in a while, whether it be kickoff, punt return, and then just sliding in whenever they got to play for him. So I still like him. He might be one of the best values in the rookie draft because he got first-round capital, and I still don't think he's going to go anywhere in the first round in rookie drafts. And there's still going to be guys like Terrace that'll go before him and Rondell and just a bunch of guys. Yeah, so he's probably going to be the biggest value, and he might be able to be the best guy to pan out at his value.
Yeah, I am seeing Kadarius go in the middle of the second round right now. And, of course, some people are getting him at the top of the second, but I have not seen him go. Actually, I might have seen him go in the first in one league, but for the most part, in the middle of the second. All right, let's go to the next pick. Pick 24, first running back taken. Running back, Najee Harris out of Alabama, went to the Steelers. Perfect landing spot. We already know they like to use workhorses. Of course, you guys saw Le'Veon Bell play in that system. We saw James Conner. Hey, plug and play day one starter. He's a prototypical size. He's going to be great in that system. So I've seen Najee go at the 101, 102, top of the first, man. So hey, if you need a running back, plug and play from day one, Najee Harris.
I already did a video on this guy before he got drafted saying he should go to Pittsburgh, giving some of the, not really comparing him to Le'Veon, but just giving some of the play style takes that he could be able to do in Pittsburgh, and they're going to love him and he's going to love them. And right away, he's flirting with top 12 back as far as, points per game and, how he's going to end the season. That's my opinion. So, yeah, I ain't got to keep on preaching Najee Harris. That's automatically, like I said, he's our number one running back in this Dynasty rookie draft.
Yeah, and if you guys remember, I had a league where I had the 101 with Lamar and Dobbins and Taylor, and I was like, do I trade the 101? Do I go get Trevor? And this was a 1 QB league, but I ended up getting Najee. So I got, 101 with Lamar, took Najee, and I got Dobbins and Taylor. So that team's going to be 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next pick. Pick 25, running back Travis Etienne out of Clemson, went to the Jaguars. And this was a guy who I thought was going to go at the top of the second. But, hey, if you landed a franchise QB in Trevor Lawrence, why not bring in his guy who he played alongside with and had success with in Clemson? So, to me, I like the pick. I mean, this tells me that the Jags front office is really trying to get this thing right. Like, we brought in a potential franchise QB. We want to make sure he's comfortable. When he looks to his left or right, why not let him peek over at a familiar face in Travis Etienne, who's been balling? So I like the pick, man. And you guys know I'm a James Robinson truther, but at the end of the day, if you ask me, would I rather have Travis Etienne or James Robinson? Yeah, I'd rather have Travis Etienne. So that's a no-brainer for me. So, I like the pick, man.
Everybody's so excited to talk Javonte Williams because they think Melvin Gordon's, his contract is up and they think he's an older running back. But my thing is, that's a year wait. He'll get some involvement, but Melvin didn't look horrible last year. But that's a year wait. What makes you think that Travis Etienne isn't way more talented than James Robinson? Even if it is a split this year and he is the third down guy, how long do you think that's going to last when they see Travis out there with that home run potential and making these plays that James Robinson can't make on the regular? Not saying he's a bad runner. It's just the explosiveness when you see Najee is something that can't be matched by James Robinson. And as an organization, sometimes you got to go in your bag, go to the number one pick you just got and say, hey, Najee just went. We didn't think any running backs are going right now. Do you want your guy? You want the guy you done played all these years with? Do you want the guy that would have had higher draft capital last year maybe? Nah, that's a lie. He wouldn't have higher draft capital because that class last year was amazing. But he had the better year last year. All right, I'm gonna come back so I can play one more year with Trevor. Yeah, they went and got his guy. So how long do you think that's gonna last him being in a split with James Robinson?
Not long.
Yeah, Travis Etienne's that dude still.
I like it, man. Shout out to the Jags front office again. Like I said, you brought in a franchise QB and you're making them comfortable from day one. So with a familiar piece. All right, I just realized my guy Dap been doing this whole episode with the hood on. So that's how I'm gonna show you guys how swaggy my guy is. I'm gonna do this last pick with my hood on. I'm not gonna look as cool as him, but I'm gonna do it anyways. All right, man. With the last pick, we're gonna go to Baltimore, man. Pick 27, Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. Went to the Ravens, man. And hey, I know I talked about it earlier with the Eagles, taking Rager last year and they brought in Smith. It kind of feels like the same situation, even though they brought in Hollywood a couple years ago, but it seems like they really want to find a number one wide receiver. So, of course, they drafted Bateman. I like the pick. I know a lot of people are still nervous just given it's a run-heavy system, but, hey, he's a pro-style wide receiver. I'm seeing Bateman go at the end of the first, even in the early second. I have not had a chance to get any Bateman yet just because I've had other pieces and other opportunities, but I like it, man. Doc, what are your thoughts on Rashad Bateman?
This is a guy that I feel like helps the offense, and I love his talent, and I'm not going to shy away even though they don't throw a lot. So I understand that you're like, hey, it's already not enough pieces to go around with Hollywood getting the ball. And the end of the season he had was pretty good. And then Mark Andrews is still going to get his target as a tight end. But maybe Lamar just feel like he didn't have the right pieces put around him. And I feel like that's what they're doing. They went and got Sammy in the offseason. I don't think that means anything after his 3 games played. They did go get Tylan Wallace, and we talk about that, and I really enjoy him as a receiver. But first round draft pick, Rashad Bateman, they traded a lineman in a way that they know they weren't going to use to get some more capital in this draft because they know, I think they had a receiver that they wanted, and they ended up getting their guy. And I love what that does for Lamar Jackson. If he does take the step going forward, the way they run so much, you got to be worried about the run game and Lamar Jackson. That does free up space for the receivers. So I love Rashad Bateman. I love what he brings to the table as a receiver, route running, hands. Just he know how to use his size. He ended up not being as big as we thought. But you mean to tell me somebody at 6 foot 190 was doing all the work that he was doing? That makes me like him even more. So fuck what everybody talking about. Fuck I'm not falling into the AJ Brown went to Tennessee. They don't throw it enough. I'm not falling into that anymore. Give me the talented guy that I've been liking for a while, no matter what his situation is. And I got to trust that talent will rule overall. So that's where I'm at with Rashad Bateman, bro.
Fire, bro. All right, just to recap, and I do got a question for you. I'm going to take my hood off because I don't look as cool as you.
Okay.
Ooh, shit, man. I tried. Put my headphones back on. All right, just to recap, we had 5 QBs going the first round, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, and 5 wide receivers. So, Dot, is Justin Fields still your one-on-one in Superflex leagues?
Yeah.
With the landing spot in Chicago?
Personally, he is my one-on-one, but that does not mean you have to take him at the one-on-one. So make sure you hear what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Don't go grab Justin Fields with the one-on-one and say, well, Dot told me to. How about Dot said this? If you have the one-on-one, trade back. Try to get the way he just fell. Trade back to 2 or 3. Trade back to 4 in some of your leagues. Depends on how it goes. Get the capital that goes with it, and you still gonna get your Justin Fields. Just don't take him with the one-on-one. If Trey Lance is your one-on-one, don't just draft him at the one-on-one because it's pretty much set in stone majority of the time. I'm not even being funny. I think it's going to be more rare than anything when you see a Trey Lance or a Zach Wilson or a Justin Fields just take that one-on-one super flex spot. So just take the obvious guy with your one-on-one, and if you feel like you want to get some more with that, trade back, man. Trevor is going for an arm and a leg right now. You better go get you a half a body.
Man, perfect response. I was in the league where I had the 102, and of course, before the NFL draft, everyone's like, Justin Fields going to be 102 easily, and this was a team where I actually did a trade. I had Swift, Taylor, and Dobbins, and I needed to I needed to boost my wide receiver room. I had Juju and Robbie Anderson. I just needed a boost. So I traded my 102 and Swift for Godwin in the 103. And guess what? I'm probably still going to end up with Fields. And I upgraded my wide receiver room.
That's hard.
So that's the beauty and power of scooting back.
On everything.
All right. One more question for you, Dot. Who's the most intriguing pick for you in the first round? Most intriguing pick. Whether you like it or not.
I mean, I already knew this was gonna happen, and I spoke it a lot. But the most intriguing pick to me, we already knew where Trevor was going. We kind of knew where Zach Wilson was going, and the Trey Lance thing was intriguing as far as we didn't know who was going to 103. But what excites me the most is Najee Harris and what I know they're going to do in Pittsburgh with their number 1 running back going forward. Sorry, Benny Snell. Sorry, Anthony McFarland. Sorry, Kalen Ballage, who they picked up in the offseason. Is Najee Harris season starting now? What about you?
Trey Lance for me, man. I just didn't see it coming, but I will say this. I was on a draft show. I was on there with a 49ers pod. Shout out to my guy, Tiago. Somebody hit him up before. He's like, hey, Niners are about to go Trey Lance, and it happened. So shout out to him for being the plug. But I'm excited, man, and he has the most upside, in my opinion. So I'm excited to see what he does there in the Shanahan offense, but that's the most intriguing pick for me.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get into, I think we did the closing first before we bring the guest on.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do that. We like to do our say something good to the people. That's what we call our closing. And that's where we all get the platform to say something that's going on in our daily life or something that we're concerned about, or maybe we want to shed light on, a person or business and just want to show love to that. And just anything, man, that just gives us a chance to just speak what's sitting on us. And I feel like venting is the best way of breath of fresh air, breather, relaxation. So that's what we do at the end of every podcast. Because like I said, it's bigger than fantasy football. So that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to get into this closing. And Avo's gonna play some closing. He gonna play a closing instrument. He wasn't ready. I put him on the spot. He didn't have nothing cool. He didn't have nothing soft spoken to play.
What you mean? It's glorious. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Who want to go first? Anybody got something sitting on them? If not,
Go ahead, Avo. We haven't heard from you in a
I got
while.
you. I got you. Check me out. Good news, guys. I'm having a little girl. Let's go.
Congrats, bro. Hit the horns.
Having me. If I had my horns, I would hit them.
So you had some of the drops. You didn't have all of them.
I got 2 of the drops.
Oh my gosh.
But
Congrats,
listen,
How did you
congrats.
get 2 drops and none of the other ones?
Bruh, shout out to my hard drive. Let's go. But that's it, man. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm nervous. All those good things, just like with the first baby. But I just encourage everybody else, if you go through these nerves, just push through. You'd be all right. I felt literally the same nerves when I had my first child, so I'm feeling a lot better now that I know the second one is a little girl. I was way more nervous about having a boy than a girl, so that is what it is.
Congrats, man. And
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I put this in the group chat. I was like, Avo's never going to a nursing home because little girls love their daddies, bro. So you good, bro.
Girls love their daddies.
You got 2 beautiful girls. They're going to take care of their dad in the long run. So you good, bro.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to our nieces.
Now me on the other hand, Jason, he already act like I'm going to a nursing home. He only 2.
Yeah, bro.
That ain't funny, bro.
All right, man. I got something on me, man. I actually was moving this week, and of course, sometimes things don't go as planned, even though you can plan everything out. But as an example, I don't have internet right now, but it's all good. Even though you try to plan things out, but at the end of the day, it's just a reminder to things can always be worse. Like instead of bitching and moaning about not having internet, like be thankful and blessed that you have a roof over your head. So just keep shit in perspective, no matter what you're going through. When stuff don't go right, just try to find a lesson in that. Whether you can take a deep breath, try to look on the bright side. So that's just a simple lesson to keep in mind.
All right. So it's my turn. Look, I know I've been deep for the past few weeks, so I need to finally say something that's uplifting. So let me do this. My son started back in daycare yesterday. Hey, Big Jace, he walked in that mug and was like,
Big Jason in the house.
So shout out to my son. He walked back in there like he ain't never left before. We had him in there for about 3 months right before COVID. Had to pull him right out. But I'm excited that he's going back. He's going to go be around some kids, and he gets to interact with the older kids. And him and Bella was, they were babies together. So shout out to my son, man. He's doing his thing. He's getting big. And I've been shopping. He gave me a reason to go get him swagged out and go buy some more clothes. I gotta chill the fuck out.
Ozzy told me about that.
Ozzy's a snitch ass nigga. But nah, man, shout out to my son, and shout out to his daycare and everybody that worked there, and shout out to everybody that's doing their thing to make sure we can open up and we're being a safer community as far as this COVID thing that's still going on. So yeah, I just want to say that, man. I went in there like a proud dad. I took all my photos. I got all these videos. I called my mom on video chat. She was crying. It's too much, bro. But yeah, shout out to Jace. He started daycare again.
Growing up, man. Growing up. Nephew growing up. Hey, Jordan said congrats to the bros. We appreciate that, man. Thanks for showing us love. Thanks for checking us out. And hey, make sure you guys stay tuned, man. We actually have a guest coming on right now. Hey, tell them who we got coming on, man. We got Div, and one of my favorite artists. Hey, if you don't know who Div is, hey, definitely get familiar coming off this session we're about to have.
All right, so look here. This is my bro Div. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have DJ Avo spin a song real quick. Any track. This my shit.
Me too.
All right, we just gonna let this ride before we bring the guest on.
You can bring him in while it's running.
Okay, I think I'm forgetting the
Yeah, give him his flowers.
Sending out invites. Don't feel the same. Let's go.
Unorthodox is an awkward act. I'm about as rare as New Yorkers finding a parking spot. At high noon, I supply tunes for the price due. I'm here to say that this family plans for your side, boo. Enough that you can include your mom and your wife, too. The type of shit that we've been on and needed some eyes to it. I rock the show and, bitch, I pay for the venue. So I give a fuck about the shit that you into. See what I'm talking about? Just your average
All American asshole.
Asshole.
Your church service rocking a
Bathrobe.
Remind the saints it's not to sleep on the G. You keep it discreet when you're judging me. It's easy to see. I made some ties with the backsliders and chastisers, pioneers that made them a fortune out of a pathfinder. And did that shit in a black tie, flatline the body, and call you to come help hide it. Hey, I'm forgetting the feeling.
I'm wearing shades now.
It's 85 degrees in the AM.
Sweating my waves out. I remember when I had waves, man. Those were the days.
Shoebox money still feel the same through the PayPal. Oh Lord, I've been grinding, homie. What's up with you?
What's up with you?
I finally got me some shit to lose.
Yeah.
And Black Hollywood Squares is back at it with some shit that you can feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm over anxious, motivated by motivation. So call the station and tell them we need some bigger spaces. Some lights, cameras, and some TVs, nigga. I need these hoes to come and
See me, nigga, like that is dead on the TV, nigga.
I got
Cold.
holler like ski week, nigga. Move to the A, you couldn't be that, nigga. I mean, shit, classically, I'm probably a young Cassidy rapping over some Swiss Beats record. Send this to Gary V. Because I think my latest verse deserves a viral moment.
Okay.
I think my table's more impressive with some
Bottles on it.
I think we came a long way from pushing marijuana and taking a stab at the economics of hydroponics. Hey, and I still remember the start of it. 10 years and I'm still here
For the art of it.
Them Black Hollywood Squares is back at it with some shit that you can feel like gas to the asthmatic
Smoke.
Hey, I'm forgetting the feeling the way it shades now. It's 85 degrees in the AM, sweating my waves out. My last album been paying bills for some days now. Shoebox money still feel the same through the PayPal. Oh Lord, I've been grinding, homie. What's up with you? Shit, I decided I finally got me some shit to lose. Them Black Hollywood Squares is back at it with some shit that you can feel.
Yeah, look. Fuck you today, don't love me. I got my mind on that money. This marathon that I'm running like breezy chasing Kalani. Yeah, nothing about this shit funny. Got them clutching their tummy. Niggas sick to their stomach. No way if it's a tsunami. I'm Dre when they made the chronic. Jay with $1 billion. Malcolm holding that chopper. Respect my fucking conglomerate. 85 in the summer. 70 in the cutlass. 5 deuce, 4 trade. Nigga, I'm still bucking. See, I talk
that one, bad boy.
We're back, we're no bad boy. See, I brag hard, but back it up. But back it up or smack them up. And you know what they know.
Bull
Lunch,
John.
if they want some, gotta text them up. 8 ball,
Fucking up.
Pocket, take your L, then rack them up. Niggas talk loud, but they bull jive. Horse mouth from the fruit fly. So thin loud and I walk mine.
All right, we getting Div in right now. We're trying to add him in. I think he's working on this video right now.
What's up, Dave? Can you hear us?
Yo,
Sound
y'all hear me?
Sound like somebody in this thing.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Man, let me get my video going, man. My bad, I'm late. Y'all know how it is having a kid.
Yes, I do.
I ain't mad at that.
Take it a moment at a time, but I take this very seriously. So sorry I'm late, gentlemen.
Oh, it's all good.
Bruh, if anybody know what it's like dealing with a kid, it's me. Avo got another one on the way. Vic got a brand new baby dog. Got a little puppy. So everybody going through it right now.
For sure.
We just been rocking out to your music while we was waiting.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. I don't know. I think y'all different. Y'all speakers is different because it sounds better than usual.
Nah, it sounds clear on our end in our headphones, bro. If it sounded awkward, we'd have to tell you. Okay. He's still thugging.
Make sure y'all follow Typical Dev on social media. Check them out on all streaming sites.
Hell yeah. It's my type of shit too.
Yeah. There you go. There's the man of the hour, man. What's up, bro?
What's good?
What's up?
my brother, how have you been?
Oh man, really just trying to be black in America. Take it time.
I know the feeling.
Oh man, so look, I've been reaching out. We've been trying to get this thing to work for a couple weeks. One end, it was our end. It was a lot going on with the Derek Chauvin trial. So you know, we kind of shut down. Didn't want to step on that. And then last week we butted heads. But now we back, bro. I've been telling people, I'm like, man, my bro Div gonna come on. He fired. I can't wait till he come on, because what we're doing is we're in a space in the fantasy football community where music and sports go together, right?
Okay.
But our audience and some of the fans that are just naturally fantasy football guys, they like hip hop, they like our culture, but they don't know how to get exposed to it unless it's obvious in their face.
Okay.
So what we have is the platform to be like, hey, we know a bunch of different artists and just Black entrepreneurs in general. And me and Vic and Avo talked about expanding out just past the music. So now we're branching off to just promote Black excellence to our audience. And it starts, like I said, with the music, and then we switch into these business owners. So I was just waiting, lining you up, lining Jizzle up. That's how we about to be doing.
But the thing is, Div is both of those though, bro. He's both of those. So he covers the music and the business side. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so Div, man, welcome to the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast. If you had a minute to explain who you are and what you do, what would you say to the good people?
Man, first off, thank you for having me. Truly humble for the opportunity, man. It is definitely a family affair. I still tell people I had the best chicken of my life up there in Indianapolis. So
Jordan's, bro.
But typical Div, man, I am a coffee roaster, hip hop artist, art director, and self-proclaimed ghetto venter. Man, I roast coffee. I sell it, throughout the country. I make raps and I sell those out throughout the country. You know what I mean? And I got a pretty decent little creative direction company where we do everything from minor consulting, graphic design, and so forth. Art direction, advertisement, packaging, brand work, promotional printing, and stuff like that. Just trying to eat.
Man, okay, that's fire. So let me start here, man. Nobody sells tacos in the village. What inspired it? Was it really a taco run? Did that really inspire?
To keep it a bug with you, I've been the last few years I set my roots out in the area in the greater Atlanta area called Stone Mountain, and their downtown area, village. And this particular area is just a really good transitioning and thriving area, historic, but also getting some youth into it, some new energy, some new life into it. And I've been graced to be able to be on the ground floor of that and help out with a lot of the details that are going into that, and just basically bring some energy to it. And it was just crazy how me and my lady were just, we're both from the West Coast, and we eat Mexican food probably 3-4 times a week. And then it was just crazy, hilarious to us that we looked around and realized, don't nobody sell no tacos around here. I mean, they turned the old mailroom into a lounge. There's a wine bar, there's barbecue, there's a brewery, there's a specialty Black-owned coffee shop on the block. There's a CBD and hemp shop that sells THC that actually gets you high. There's antique stores, but don't nobody around here sell some damn tacos. And that's
hilarious.
Where the mindset was just it was kind of hilarious, but it worked.
That shit ride, bro.
Hey, I was laughing when you brought up the project, because I remember the skit, man. That was funny. Like, I believe you bumped your baby's head in the skit, and I hope she's fine. But I mean,
y'all see that video to that is on my Instagram from back in the day. That was mid quarantine, like peak quarantine stuff. And we the only time we would ever go outside was to get to go to the taco shop. And yeah, I hit my baby head, man.
Man, I just thought it was cool for you to show that vulnerable moment as a parent. I mean, we all go hard for our kids, and for you to be vulnerable and show that moment, it was dope and funny, man.
Oh, that's love. That's love, bro.
Hell yeah. So I want to give you big up to this. Neat 4, everything just changed. That's when I got overly exposed to you and your music and made me go back listen to your old catalog. But that project, bruh. I wore that shit out on my Spotify to the point where I inboxed you one day. I was like, bro, look at you on my goddamn homepage. Look at this. I screenshot this nigga because he was on my Spotify homepage. I said, bro,
yeah,
you on my shit.
Hey, they get on me when I do this, but you see that green heart? See that green heart on the Spotify?
Yeah.
Hey, I got to give you flowers, bro. Not for everybody, safe to say, that's my shit. Hey, cast iron skillet, like, bro, you got bars, bro. Like, I just respect your flow, man. Definitely talented, man.
Bro, we think there got beef though, because you be having me singing. Like this song, If You Decide, I be singing that at the top. I be really into it, bro. Like, if it's fine by me, I be into them tracks, man. They be touching my soul.
That's love. Then y'all gonna definitely love the new stuff. I tell you that.
All right, we can't wait. So, like I said, bro, we went on a run and spinning some of your tracks for you got logged in.
Mm-hmm.
We got to shout them out, a lot of your shit. But what I want to do is, man, take a second and tell the people what you got coming up, what you got going on right now, things that we can look forward to. I feel like people need to know that. So do that real quick for us.
No problem. Thank you for the floor. I recently we dropped a short film to complement the Nobody Sells Tacos in the Village EP. You can find that on typicaldiv.com from top to bottom. Also on YouTube. You can find that as well. It was pretty cool. It's just a cool little funny way to complement the project. We also tucked a music video in there for the Make Me Wanna record featuring Coogee Young. So that's riding. With that, I got a remix to Do You Take Quarters in the pipeline with some homies from the Midwest. They locked in with me and we did something crazy. I think that'll be really cool. Probably do a video for Rocks on Pavement too. Because I mean that's just a special record for me in you know my whole catalog and times of doing music. Rocks on Pavement 2 was probably the second record I really recorded and pushed out there to people. So it was a big deal. And then after that, I got this little pop record. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Oh man.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a little different than anything I ever did before, but I can honestly say it's the easiest record I've ever written. It's fun. I turned 30 in July, so I think it was just like one of those moments where I wanted people to dance. I wanted people to have a good time. You know, I love rapping. Trust me, and I'm always but Nobody Sells Tacos in the Village or Everything Just Changed like record. I'm always throw one out there to you, but I needed just something to just like put it on. Don't think about it, let it play, and just let's live life to it. So
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. And y'all gotta come back, man. Y'all gotta come back to the city. It's when COVID opened back up, it's so much more things going on in the city. And I think this podcast is still opening up more doors for us to bring y'all here. And then we could try to line some things up too. Y'all come here. So
without a doubt, you already know. Like trust me, like y'all laid out the red carpet treatments for us when we came, and we will never forget that. And I can't wait to come back. It sounds crazy, but I kind of want to come up there when it's cold to get the real effect.
That do sound pretty crazy, man. That do sound pretty crazy.
Hey,
on now, dog.
you can do that if you want to.
Come on, man.
I ain't here to tell somebody to pull up
can
during the winter time.
We can go down to Atlanta at that time. You could come up here. We could just switch.
For sure. All right, I got some. I hear you, man.
Hey, we're gonna have the Jordans on deck for you though, so we got you.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Delicious.
All right.
What?
All right, so look, this is what we're gonna do. Before we get out, Div, tell the people they can follow you at what's all your social medias, man, so people can get on there and get to it.
Also plug the shop, man.
Plug the coffee. You got to plug the coffee.
Oh, for sure. Say less. Yo, typicaldiv.com is basically where you can find everything. I got home roasted coffee. I got K-Cups. I got a tea blend. But also, man, I'll tell y'all first, man, I just recently started a coffee company that's kind of centered around just showing the fruit forward properties of coffee in general. It's actually going to be called Cafe Fui. I got a little mobile espresso cart and everything. I'm going to be launching around Atlanta, taking the pop-up on the go. I partnered with a couple spaces over the last year, and now I just need to have my own area that I could work out of that can eventually expand into some brick and mortar. So, man, hit me up, man. I really got all things coffee and tea for you. You know, it's made to order. I ship it right to your door. Matter of fact, man, y'all give me the best address when we get out of here, and I'll send y'all a care package as well. I got some coffee wine I've been making as well, so y'all can just have that on stash in the spot. You know, y'all really the fam.
Hey, we appreciate that, man, and we actually gonna hook you over the care package too, man. We got some merch going, so we're
gonna need your clothing size, man. When we get up out of here.
Oh man, come on, it's love.
That's fire. So yeah, man, shout out to Typical Div, man. This guy, from the moment I met him, I just knew he's gonna be a star. He's already a star. He's gonna be an even bigger star, man. He'll get up there, he'll host the show, get off stage, come back and rap his ass off, get off stage and come back and continue hosting. Like, this nigga didn't just come rap his ass off, and that shit is exciting to see.
I gotta tell you what else he did.
What else
you didn't know. I knew. See, I be paying attention. I feel like you be sneaking projects out there and you ain't be telling nobody. I found this thing called Blinded Conversations, and I was so confused because I was like, I didn't see no promo.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hold up, bro. He's sneaking stuff out here on y'all. I just want to let y'all know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a project that me and StraightOutTheDen.com did in 2013, but was never able to do what we wanted with it. For whatever reason it was. Later in life, before we dropped, everything just changed, man. We sat down, we said, man, that's got to be on streaming platforms. It's got to be out there. And yeah, we low key just snuck it out one day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's the DJ. You see,
That's how you know that's real love right there. Cause we only day one's got that. That's what's
and I want to say shout out to you and the family. And all of that, man. You always putting on for the family. Like I said, you run a little late because you know how it is with the kids, man. And respect to y'all. Keep on doing y'all thing. Keep working, bro. If you ever need anything from us, let us know. We'll try to look out as much as we can. We just want to let you know we fans and we support, bro. Real talk.
I just want to say you stay in the rotation, bro. Like, we not capping up here. Like, hey, you stay on our rotation. So
facts.
Keep doing your thing. Yeah, man. Hey, just keep doing you, bro. Don't change.
That means a lot, man. I truly appreciate it. The feeling is mutual. I'm about to put everybody on to the podcast as well. I mean, draft day just happened too, so I know y'all.
Yeah, we booming. Booming.
Yeah. So, but I thank you, man. And anytime I'd love to come back, especially a couple weeks, a couple months down the pipeline with some new stuff coming. I love to come back in and connect with y'all.
All day. We'll chop up and link about that anytime, bro. Anytime. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some cool shit. Avo gonna spend some div and he gonna walk us out the podcast. So
you already know.
All right, let's get into it, bro.
Check this out. I want to put y'all on something that I got on too. This was that div that I got on too. We call that safe to say, man. Check out these bars, cuz.
It's my shit.
It's my shit too, bro.
Let's just rob before we end the podcast.
I'm gonna try not to sing along.
Please don't, nigga.
Never been about the number shit, but if the paper right, then we coming.
Hey.
Say that we buzzing. Phone ringing, y'all front. Yeah. Hey, I spent 3 months a year ducked off.
Yeah.
Another 3 months popping shit. 6 months I spent living life like it's black and white till I drop again. And I'm dying div to my brothers. Forever baby to my shorty. And we way more than just lovers here. Cause it all changed when that baby came. And I'm proud to tell you I love it. 28 still thugging. Never been about the number shit, but if the paper right, then we coming. I mean, is it safe to say that we buzzing? Phone ringing, y'all front. When the lights dim down and the lights in round. Hallelujah. 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 What it take to be amazing, baby?
Right, bro, walk us out, bro.
All right, man. Y'all need to go check out Typical Div. Check us out here next week. I'll be back next week. And then the week after that. Then the week after that. Then the week after that. And I'm going live next week. Cut this off. I gotta get my baby. We gotta get his baby. We gotta get your baby. Let's go.